Hello everyone, my name is Ewan, I'm from the Real Steel Cast, and today I'm doing an EVE survival guide, how to make ISK quickly for, lack of a better word, noobs. Right, now, okay, so this video is going to be on a very useful, well-known technique called ratting. Now, what you need to do, don't use this, sorry, I just loaded up my game and I've been salvaging with my Noctis. What you need to do is I'm already like quite into the game, but there's a lot of noobs on a local channel who want to know how they can make ISK quickly. So I've come to this place, Bale05. It's a 05 location, sorry. And what you need to do, because ships, they're quite expensive, but the ships you'll want here are, let's see, there we go. The best ships for ratting are usually combat frigates. Now this is a Condor. It's a Galanti, I think. No, Caldari, sorry. Caldari attack frigate. In this station, it's only in the current version of EVE. It is 720,000 ISK, I think, which is very good because with the amount of money you can earn, you can do like a couple of missions here and you'll be able to afford it. But what you will need, because if I quickly show you fitting, this doesn't have any turret bays. This is a rocket ship. Excuse me, sorry. I think you can fit missile launchers to it, but I just had a few rocket launchers around from missions. Now, I don't really know like any specific setups because I don't really bother with those, but if you do decide to go here or anywhere, then you'll want to use these things, Scourge rockets. Now I'm using a Limos rocket launcher, which isn't really used as a primary, but it's the only ones I have, and they're very effective against the belt rats I'm going to show you. Now, if you do come to this area, I'll just quickly get my bio up. If you do go to this area, you will need, if you just like try and type in my name and look at my bio, you'll find this. You'll be facing these guys here, Serpentis. Now these guys are especially vulnerable to kinetic damage. So what you want to do, I'll just close that, is you want to buy these Scourge rockets, because these specialize in doing kinetic damage. Now you can buy things like Nova rockets and Inferno rockets because they do quite a lot, but Scourge rockets are quite cheap and they're the better ones to use. Now I'm using a shield booster because this Condor only has 440 shield, because obviously it being a frigate, it's quite fast. It has to be fast, so it doesn't have a lot of structure. And I'm using an afterburner because sometimes you'll encounter faster enemies than yourself. I mean, you don't have to use this ship, but you may be in a rookie ship, but I would just advise getting something like this. And then I've got this called a small OHM capacitor reserve. I'll just show you these skills for it. There's not much. NG Grid, Engineering and Science. They're all very cheap. Some of them you may already have. And basically what that does, it increases your capacitor, because frigate, obviously being a basic frigate, doesn't have a lot of capacitor. And now down here I have an armor repairer, which I don't really think I'll need, but you never know. And this is a basic reactor control unit. And what that does is it gives me down here bonus CPU, I think. But anyway, so once you've got your ship all set up, you'll need to like train for rockets as well. But once you've done that, you'll need to undock, and you can choose an O5 zone, but I wouldn't advise doing that if you're in a rookie ship, because the belt rats here can be quite nasty. So let's just close that, and I'm going to head down to a 0.8 zone I found. Okay, just open up ratting, set destination. Now, the good thing about the ship is it's incredibly fast. And there we go. I will be uploading a video soon, another survival video for sort of the better techniques for, I think it will probably be kits, but I don't know yet, it might be something else. But basically now I'm heading to a 0.8 area called Petink, whatever it's called, just because if you're a new player and you only have a rookie ship, be you Omar, Minmatar, Caldari or Galanti, you'll want to start in an 08 zone because that's where rats spawn, and then from there down to 00 or nullsec rats spawn, and obviously the further and further down you go, the more powerful the rats become. But here, if you just want to make like a bit of money, the rats here average from about 4,000 to 8,500 if you find what I like to call a mining group. I don't know if there's a specific name for it. It's very rare. It's when you find the enemies have ships which are fitted with mining lasers, and then they have like an armed escort, but they're very rare, and the ships that mine will sometimes try and escape. So here I am now, and obviously I already have this set up. But what you want to do is you just click into open space and go into asteroid belts, and you want an area that has at least 8 asteroid belts, and you want to go to each belt and warp to location. Obviously I've already done this, so I warp a bit closer, but because you have a fast ship, you warp almost instantaneously. And basically I'll tell you what to do when I get there. But I mean, the Condor is a good ship. I think there's the Merlin as well, and there's various other ones. I think Omar and Minmatar do good like interceptor ships, which I would assume are very fast. Now, I would advise if you choose a ship like this to put a salvage on it, because as you can see on this tab there are wrecks. Now I'm not going to salvage it because I don't know how long it will take and it might be pretty boring. I could pause it, but I want to show you mainly what the technique is, and I might show you salvaging near the end. Now what you need to do, go to each belt, and then the best thing to do is just to right click an asteroid belt, save location, and then call it area 1, and you'll have area 1. Then go to the next asteroid belt and select an asteroid sort of close to the center of the asteroid belt, and do that repeatedly for all the areas. Once you've done that, you can warp back to whichever Stargate. Don't jump through it, just warp to like 0 meters, because if I click this it comes up to warp within. And once you've done that, once you've bookmarked all of the locations, what you need to do, go to the first location and look for rats, and then just keep scanning for them. And I mean, I've already done this, so I warp quite close to Serpentis spawn, and I'll try and find a rat. They're quite common, but I think I'll pause it until I can find a rat, so I'll see you then. I actually didn't have to wait that long. I've just warped in on 3 Serpentis enemies here. Now for skills, you'll probably want to train targeting as well, because you can find 3 of them like I have here, and they can target you from way away because obviously they're AI and they have like skills and stuff. But you'll want to train targeting, and if you can, long range targeting, just so you can target more enemies at a time. And these guys are quite fast, but also my ship's quite fast. And if you see up here, bounty, under distance, 4,000. If you hit orbit, that's the best thing to do. Now they're not smart, and they'll start shooting at you when they're outside your weapon range. Let's just start firing on these guys. Oops. Excuse me. Now you'll finish these guys off pretty quick, because I mean, these kinetic rockets do a lot of damage at a time. See? He's already gone. And that one's gone. Now let's just orbit this last guy. And this is why you want to fit a salvager, because you're going to get a lot of... I mean, salvagers are very expensive, and you do need to train up quite a bit for them. But when you do, they're very, very much so worth it.